Well, these countries, I mean, Erdogan and the family dictatorships in the Persian Gulf region, when they heard the U.S. ambassador in Israel and the Israeli regime say that if the regime takes the whole of the region, it's fine, they should have reacted immediately and broken off ties, because this is the real policy of the United States. This is the unofficial policy of the United States and the collective West. But they are so bound to the West. They're so subordinate to the West that none of them have been able to make a move except for write a letter on a worthless piece of paper condemning the statement. But has the ambassador been punished? Has he been removed? Has he been rebuked? No, because that's the policy. And that's how it is for the entire West. I have no doubt. It is from the from the very beginning that they were planning the Greater Israel Project, from the Nile to the Euphrates. It's on the flag, and they say it among themselves. But now the U.S. ambassador has said it openly. He said the quiet part out loud. But these regimes, whether Erdogan or these others, or Abdullah or Sisi, none of them have the ability to do anything substantial. Otherwise, you would imagine under these circumstances, after this Holocaust in Gaza, and what we're seeing now in Lebanon, the mass slaughter of innocent civilians taking place in Lebanon now, right now as we speak, and of course in Iran, and the open threats made in the Hebrew media, and of course what the U.S. ambassador has said, and the lack of criticism coming from the White House, this should cause Turkiye to cut off oil, to mobilize their resources to stand up against the Israeli regime. The same is true with Jordan, Egypt, all the countries of the region right now should be mobilizing and working together. But no, we see them all cooperating with the U.S.-Israeli assault on the Iranian people. All of them, some more, some less, but all of them are cooperating in one form or another. And have no doubt that this is U.S. policy. Just like the two-state solution, I've always said for decades, since I was involved in politics, that the two-state solution was always a lie. It was always Western governments which spoke of a two-state solution. That was their official policy, but their unofficial policy was to allow the Israeli regime to colonize the West Bank, which they've been doing, and helping them do it. So the two-state solution was always the official policy, but the one state or the one apartheid regime solution was always the unofficial policy. And today, it is clear as day, based on what the U.S. ambassador has said, that the unofficial policy of the United States is to allow the Israeli regime to go as far as it can. And ironically, the country that is least threatened by this expansionism is Iran, because it's the furthest, it's far away. Turkiye, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, they're all close by. They are the ones who should feel more threatened. Syria, but that's the world that we live in.